एक सेकंड रुको
Sir, please speak in English.
जी
Please speak in English.
yeah I'm so sorry for that. Okay, I was
Okay, sir,
asking
no
what
problem.
did I teach in the last lecture? Can anybody tell me?
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Making a making a server, sir.
Okay, what else? I don't think we only
And
made a server, we also learned something else too.
in server, we have also read how to read the file also.
Okay, so we
File
learned
system,
about routing and creating
uh,
servers. Okay.
file system, how to read
Well,
a
yes. So
intersection.
yeah, we were, I guess, we had to also study status codes and redirect. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So let me just open my VS Code. Okay, we are supposed to do redirects, and we are also supposed to do um, what are we supposed to do? We are also supposed to do status codes. Okay, so let's just start with our status code for now. So we will do redirects first. I guess I left it last time, so we will do entire scripture. Let's share the entire. Okay, you guys can see my screen now, right?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so we now have our server up and running. It says currently listening on port 4000. Okay. So last time we were doing this and I forgot to show you this, guys. Request dot method. I hope it works now. So let's just go to localhost. We are doing on 4000, right? It does not say us what method we are using. Okay. Yeah, it was not working. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so even if it is not working, you guys can see your methods over here. So now let me just refresh the page, and then we have localhost, and then if we go into the headers part, we get request method, and then we have a get over here, and this is your status code. Well, what this status code stands for? So status codes stand for any responses. So if you have 200, it means okay. If you have 300, it means there is a redirect. If you have 400, it means there is some error. And we use 500 for internal errors. Well, Mozilla has a nice documentations for us. So we use 100 to continue, 101 for switching protocols, 102 stands for its processing, and then 103 there is some early compilation or things you want to do. That all. For successful, we use 200. So 200 okay is for okay, request was completed. And then created we use for post and put request. Accepted can be used for payments and all. And then unauthorized information also is there. If you have to just give out some open. Then there is no content, reset content. You can use your own status codes, but in future if you have to share your code or there is somebody else you are taking into development, so he needs to understand the codes. That's why. Then we use this codes. Then we do redirection messages. We do 300. 302 is for found. 304 for not modified. For client errors, we use 400. So 400 to 499 all are for errors on client side. So 401 for unauthorized, 402 for payment required, 403 if you are not authorized, you are not allowed to view that page, so it will return a 403. 404 is very common. Okay. Now what is next is we have lots of 400 pages. Okay. And then server responses. Let me just close my window. I'm sorry for that. Okay. So 500 are sent for errors from our own server. So if there's some error in your server which we cannot do right now, so that is why we use 500s. Okay, I will just should I keep this or remove this for your reference? Because we will be entirely writing this out while using Express. Somebody, should I keep this or remove this? These comments I'm talking about.
Remove, sir.
Okay, let's just keep it then. Okay, so we want to now there are automatically set status codes. So for your, you get 200 for this. Then about should also give you 200. Okay, you can see status over here also. It says 200. Well, what about 404? Like if we go to random page, it should say that you have been low and this is the 404 bot. So the status should be 200 over here. But instead of that, we are getting the status should be 404 over here. But instead of that, we are getting 200. Well, that is a problem. So let's just start putting in status. So all we have to do is res dot status and then say 200. Well, we will be doing the same for this also, and for this we will be sending status 404. So now if I refresh the page, yeah, we need to restart our server too. Okay, so let's just see what happened. Okay, it is not status code, it is just status. I hope this works now. Because the status is not a function. Wait a minute, huh, guys. Well, it should give us, well, this is a 404. If you can see this. Uh, what are we missing now? Chalo. We start class without error. No, that is not good at all. Okay, let's just see statuses later on. Okay. Mm, bye bye you too, and bye bye you also. Well, I was talking about redirects. So, just in case you have a page that says about me. So, if you go to about me, I have to start the server. What is wrong? Okay. So, this page says something about me. And but then you plan on changing this dash me and to just about. So, then you will do about. Well, now you guys can use this route plus equals to about that HTML, but what if we have lots of logic here, and then logic here? So now then you will have to copy down this logic over here, and then you will have to put your logic over here too. Okay, so well, now this will cause an issue because it just makes your code unnecessarily large, and also every time a page is run, the two logics will be carried out again and again. So for that, what we do is just end our response over here, and we will remove this and just say response dot set header location about. So what this will do is, if anybody goes to the about page, about me page, he will be taken to slash about. So now if I save this, and let's just see if I run this again. Now we are seeing the about page, but what if I go to about me? It doesn't work. Wow. What is the issue? Okay, illegal directory read. What do you mean illegal directory read? Okay, what is the problem? Wait a minute, huh, guys. I have to go somewhere. Hmm? Sorry for that interruption. So I have stopped presenting. Sorry. This should work actually. Why is it not working? Uh, let's just remove this. Okay. And let's just try restarting this now for now. Okay. Well, this should not happen actually. Well, we should be redirected to about page actually. So why is this not happening? Are we missing something? Well, we do have set header over here. Well, this should not cause an issue. Okay. Let's just remove this. Okay, you guys wanted that, right? We are setting headers over here. We don't need to do that again and again. So that is right. Okay. Well, what is going wrong over here? Is about me. Okay. Well, response dot set header location. Is this a spelling mistake or something? LOCATION. No, that is also right. And we are supposed to end our response over here. Error illegal operation on directory there. Error number is called read. Are you serious? I don't get it. What is the issue? Our this was also not working, right? Response dot status code. Well, this should be okay. This is supposed to be like this. So now I suppose it should work. Okay. This we will have redirect code. So it is 301, and then well for default also I guess we just send 404, and then mm, well, this should not happen. What is wrong with you? Let's just try this now again. Okay. What about, is the server giving me some trouble? What is wrong? Wait, well, I guess my Node.js is freaking out or something. Well, it does say it takes me to about me. What about the home page? Okay, this is the home page. It does say that it is the home page. What about the response? This should say 200. and then random give. This should take me to, okay, this is not supposed to be 400 now. So status code is equal to 400. Route plus equals to okay, I guess response.status code equals to 300. If there is an error, we will response.end, and then we have data over here. Okay, so we are supposed to uh, well, where is this data coming from? Okay, so this is your route. Okay. Um, well, this still returns for 200. Does it happen when we go to about me page only? About me. Okay, so there is something with about me now. What is the issue with about me? It should take me to about.html. What about about only? This page says something about me. Route plus equals to about.html. Well, this also should work, but for some reason it is not working. What is the problem with this guy now? It says status code 200. Okay, the legal read or write directory for about me only. Now that is a problem. This should not be happening. About about response dot set header. Am I doing something wrong over here? Mm, okay, let's just stop with this for now. We will start with npm. Okay, let's just stop with this. I don't know why. Either it is freaking out, maybe some error from his side, maybe I am forgetting something, or but this is supposed to work. Okay, we have a break over here. Well, that was a problem. So this is 1, 2, and 3 break. Hmm. Okay, it works. Okay, there was a break over here. Chalo. I'm so sorry for that. So now if we refresh our page, we should be able to see. Well, if you go to about me, you see response dot status is 301, and if you go to some random page, it gives a Z, and then the status is 404. Well, the issue was we had a break over here which is not at all needed. Okay, so that is some debugging for you guys. Okay, so we are now going to start with npm packages, and then we will also talk about express.js. So what is npm? Well, if you go to Google and search for npm and you go over here, well, it is a negligent pachinko machine, or you can say Nantes Parados Market, Nachos, Note, Purchase Milk, Nobody Prefers Margarine, Nuns Playing Monopoly. Well, now this is something very amazing. Okay, uh, it comes pre-installed with Node. Well, but if you see these short forms are added from somewhere. Where is our GitHub for npm now? Community, I guess.
I think Node Package Manager.
Yes, it is Node Package Manager. I was just showing you guys. Well, if you go to their website now, they have just gimmicks for themselves. Well, this is their actual website. Don't worry about that. Okay. So we love open source. Well, you can go on GitHub and just think of a nice name, and you can give them a new short form. So you can have your own short form over here. That is allowed. So npm comes with Node.js, and well, currently you can do anything, and it is used for installing packages. So you can just say npm help. Okay, so if you guys can see this, I just use npm help, and there are many things over here. And then it is used to install stuff. So the first package we are going to install is Nodemon. Well, this requires something known as package.json file. So let's just stop this and not do this now. Well, package.json is also with us. So all you have to do is npm init, and then it will just take you through some steps. So it says package name Node.js. So just say enter. We will go through enter at this point right now. So we have this package.json file. So this is okay. So when we say yes, this file should be created. What I did was I just typed in npm init over here, if you can see. Okay. So now this is my package.json file. Let me just make this small. Okay. Well, now if I install something, so npm install, we are going to use Nodemon. So let's just do Nodemon over here. Well, once you install Nodemon, you see this new, it says dependencies, and inside it, it says Nodemon. Now, while installing Nodemon and all, you guys can use this global flag. So using global, it means that this dependency will now be installed globally. So now if I hit enter over here, well, this should not be added again over here. It will stay the same. But if I had used globally previously by itself, it would be never making over here, and it would just say dev dependencies. And then there is another dependency which we call dev. So it will add a new part over here which will be saying dev dependencies. But for now, let's just keep it as it is. Shut up. So now we have installed a package, but why do we need these packages? Well, if you go ahead and start using Node.js, the code you gets lengthy, and then it will not be easy to handle. Well, this is where we use packages. So now there are so many things which you can do with npm packages. So if you go to packages, public packages, there are so many packages. Let's just go to the package we will be using is Express. So Express npm. So you see, Express is a package. Muzammil should know this. Muzammil, why do we use Express? Muzammil is doing one stack. Okay.
Like, like
Muzammil.
we use the Bootstrap for CSS for short
Sorry.
form. For fully responsive, we use the Bootstrap for CSS.
No, I'm
But
speaking about you are learning
yeah,
one stack now. So why do we use
same as
Express?
it, same as it is the Node.js. The,
Okay.
the
So you are
framework
saying
is
like that. Okay. Okay, I did understand you. Okay, chalo.
Uh, the long code will
Sir, please.
required for creating the server
Okay.
in Node.js, but by using the Express, we can
Hmm.
easily create the server.
Okay. Good, good. Well, so now we have Express. So this is something we will be using. But apart from this, there are so many packages. So if you guys go over here, npmjs.com and then slash packages. So there is a package known as a package in npm install package also, where package equals to require package your awesome module. Okay, and what does this do? This module provides an easy and expert package.json data. Okay, nice. This is something good. Mm, well, there are some other packages too, like we have Grunt. So this is used to automate your JavaScript task. And then we have something known as Gulp. Similarly, it is also used to automate tasks, but can be used with front end. So if you are learning SCSS or SASS, that is SAS, you will have to use gulp.js. So for now, we started with Nodemon. Well, why do we use Nodemon? See, every time last time I was saving a file, then I had to go to the this terminal and then I had to type in then what did I type? Node server.js, and then I will go ahead over here, make some changes, and then I will stop this process, then again type server.js. But if you are using Nodemon, since we have Nodemon over here, we have installed Nodemon. So now you can see that if I do Nodemon server.js, it will start, it will say watching extensions, js, mjs, and then json files. So now every time I hit Control S on any file, it should restart the port on itself. Uh, so that is what this does. Then there are some other packages that can be used to make your life far easier. Like there is Axios, and then there is SWR. All these things Muzammil should be knowing. I am hoping so. Okay. So there are variety of things that you can do with this. Well, the package now we are going to work with is Express. So I'm just going to do npm install Express, and when I install this, you see this node module folder over here. This comes as soon as you start installing stuff. So now I have Express, and then if I go over to my package.json file, it should say, see, Express, then comma node more. Well, that is how you make your install Express. Well, now the main reason for us using Express is, let's just do like this now. So this will be far easier for you guys. And then if I go to properties, font, let's just make it 36. Chalo. This is good. And well, now we will keep server.js so that I can show you why we actually use express.js. So now if you start with over here app.js, and then we were at somewhere like express npm. Okay, so how we use this is we copy this code and paste it over here. Well, I'm just joking. You don't have to copy paste code. Well, first you have to import express. So this is const express equals to require express, which we have to do every time while we imported our HTTP module, while we imported a file system module and all. And then you have to assign a variable to it. Now, what I always like to do is console log this stuff. Well, let's just start our no. Okay, we are going to do it over here. So this is nodemon. No, 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 no. We need to move to this path. So I will just do. Are you sure? What is wrong with you? Okay, so this is a path. Okay, chalo. Well, this is too big for us. So let's just say nodemon app.js. Well, nodemon has started. So now if I just save this file and we just console logged app, so there are many things for us. So we are using the first thing is app.get. So we have remove listener, add listener, off, remove all listeners, handle, app.use, app.set, app.path, enable, disable. Yes, this is your get. Get, then we have delete, and then we have post, and then we have put. Well, these are the four basic operations and they are called CRUD. So C is for create, that is why we use post. Where did post go? So this is your post, which is create. Then R is for read, and is get, and then U is for update. So there must be one a put. Where is put? Yes, this is your put, and then D is for delete. That is CRUD. So we will be learning about this, but for now, let's start with this. So now we can just say about. Let me just make this big, and then we have one more over here. So how many pages did we make? Okay, just this much. So let's just do this. Well, already if you can see, our code has been shortened. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then many lines. And instead of that many lines, we just have this much. And errors and all redirects, it is handled by default. So we don't have to say restore status code equals to 301 unless you want to specify your own. So now if I go over here, well, it does give me a 404 error already, and it says this is the home page. Am I running this guy still? Okay, function app. Mm, I am supposed. I think I'm already running this guy. Let me just check it in the npm. So this is my second terminal. Okay, so we are not supposed to run this for now. And let me just change it app.listen. See, previously we had to do this server.listen and all. Okay. Well, we can pass in something like over here too. I suppose that. Okay, console log listening on port 4000. Okay, so now npm should have restarted our path already. So you can see this is one, and then this is the second time it has console logged it out. Well, let's just remove this console.log app, and now if you go over here, well, it should give us some error. Chalo, good. We are listening on this guy. So is there something wrong, mister? Okay, so now let's just stop this. My okay, it crashed. Chalo. This is the first time it has crashed. I don't know why it happened. Nodemon, we will just run it over here. App.js. So this is our friendly terminal guy. Okay, you see, it just sent a response of hello world, and then we can say about me over here. So this is about me. Well, now if I refresh over here and then go to about, so it says about me. Well, what about handling 404 pages? If I go to some random page, so it says cannot get /adsfa. Well, to do that, we just have to say app.use. For now, we will say app.use. Well, use is a function, and then it. I don't think it takes in anything. Does it take in anything? Why is this lagging? Come on, yeah. Okay, this is lagging now. Okay, it works now. Chalo. So let's just do this. And since it's an anonymous function and does not take anything, I am hoping that it works, because we don't do all this when you go up higher. You won't be using Express and all. We use Strappy, Apollo. Please research on Strappy, Apollo, and all, because Express, React, and Node by themselves won't be taking you anywhere. React to Muzamil, you should be learning about Gatsby, Next.js. I guess that is the basic thing you should be learning right now, along with React. You will have to master React, otherwise, there will be a very much. It will be very much trouble to learn Next.js and Gatsby, especially Next.js. It does not allow you to use local storage and all many functions on Next.js. You have to use them in some roundabout way, like in some function. You cannot use them directly. So please learn about all that. So now with app.use, I am
When should I answer that? I
sorry,
mean, after React.js or Node.js? I don't
after
know about that.
React.js, after React.js, you should start learning Next.js.
Oh,
Okay. So let's just do response.send. What do we say? Response.send, you are lost. So now if we refresh, okay, so you see you are lost. We can also send in HTML tags in over here. So I'm going to do that because that looks very small. Chalo, so this, uh, and then we can just do this over here. Okay, so now if we refresh, you are lost. Chalo. So that is how you do 404 pages. Well, now you have to remember that when we use app.use and don't pass in anything, you need to make sure that this stays on the bottom. So if you have app.get, app.about, you should be at the last. The last time I used it, that was causing a problem for me. That's why I remember it. So what will happen is it will show a 404 page every time. So now if you go to your home page also, it says you are lost. If you go to about page also, it will say you are lost. Well, you don't want that. And even over here, if you see, so now it will work with slash, and but then if I try to go to about, it will say you are lost. See, you are lost. So you always want to keep this at the bottom of your page. Okay, so now since we are doing this, let's just talk about redirect to. So now this is app.get. Let's just do about me itself. I guess we did about me last time too, right? So this was about me. All you have to do is just say this dot redirect instead of send, redirect, and then pass in the value where you want to redirect. Well, now if you see status code, see this says 200 304. And what about me? You see it also gave it the status code of 301 by default. And for 404, it should not give any status code. Okay, so it has been redirected, not modified. Okay, chalo. What about the home page? It says no, not modified. Okay, well, this is an acceptable status code. No problem with that. Okay, so now you want to send a status code over here. So what you have to do is just type in status, and then inside these brackets, status 404. So now this will set your status to. So now if you go to some random page and says you are lost, it says status 404. And without this, it will say status 200. You don't want that. You want a proper status code, which is your 404. Well, now that we have done that, all this, we want to send. actual pages. So we have some pages over here, 404 about and then index.html pages. Let me just close this and remove that code from the one side. And now every time I'm saving this, it just refreshes. So let's start with sending pages. Well, in server.js file, we had to set up a file stream. So we used a file system from Node.js, and then it said read file, and then we have to do error. Where did we do this properly? Yeah. So if we had error, we had to console log error and then response.end. Well, all of this uh, issues are now being solved by express.js for us. So now let's see. We have about.html, index.html. Well, all you have to do is actually just say response.send file. Okay. How do you send something like this? Does it have to say no? Okay. So response.send. I am hoping that it does do this. Response.send views and then slash index.html. Let's see if it works. Uh, okay, that is not supposed to happen. Response.send. Okay, we have to do response.send file. So now it should work. Path must be explicit or specific to root. Okay, it needs another parameter. I guess it needs another parameter. You guys can see over here method response record string any number dot send file, that is path, and then function error bag, and then there's a void. Okay, max age, then root, and then headers. Okay, then we have headers response dot send. What are we missing over here? Send file path to string. Okay, we need to append path over here. So we will send path along. Okay, so the second parameter it takes in is function error back. Okay, let's just try passing. Okay, it does allow us to pass in directory name and file name. Well, there is this function known as root. Let's just hope that it works. Okay, it works. So this is your response.send file, and we will be doing the same for all of these guys. So we are doing three of those. Let's go back for this. We don't need to do it over here. We will be needing only this part, and let's just do this, and then we will just do 404 over here, and then about.html over here. So now I guess this should work. This says page says something about me, and then if you go to about me, it redirects us, and then if you go to some random page, it just says this you are the lost page. Okay, well, this is our express for the day. I taught you about uh, a Nodemon Express, and from now on we will slowly start building our blog page, that one I showed you guys on the first day. What was so well this page? So I would like you guys to style your pages, and I would like you guys to research on some designing and all. So that will be your task. Look how clean this design looks. Well, so I would like you guys to have a nice and clean design too. I don't want some clumsy and design. Well, if you can make it look it good, I don't care, but it should be clean. Okay, I want to you guys are representing me, so it will be very much nice if you guys can just create a nice design. So for that you are supposed to make a home page and then an about page. So make two pages, and then the third will be your 404 page. Just make sure that you make it beautiful. Okay, so these are your three pages that you are supposed to make, and I won't be sharing this code with you guys for now, because I want you guys to do it on yourself, and seeing that this code is very easy and small and manageable too. All you have to use is app.get and app.use, pass in some parameters. Let's just remove this to control D, control D. Okay, and we will make these guys also anonymous functions. Okay, so this looks far better right now. Well, considering this is server.js and this is app.js, we would like to use app.js from now on. I will be keeping this. Okay. Okay. So next thing I want you guys to do is create your own GitHub account. So I have my GitHub account. If you go over here, and then there are so many things. So this is my GitHub. I want you guys to make your own GitHub account so that I can share the code with you guys too. Because I don't want to zip the code every day. And if I share the code with you guys, so let me just show you the advantages of using GitHub too. So I don't want to show any private stuff. Let's just find something. Where is my college? Okay, this is something private. Okay, I will just show this to you. Okay, so if I go to view all branches, where are all branches? No branches. Okay, there are commits. Chalo. We will be comparing commits for now. So you see, every time I make any change, it tells me what changes I have made. So that will be nice for you guys to know that what are the changes and all. So for now, uh, you have two works. So your first task is to create your home page, and then this is your home page, and then you have to create your about page, and then your 404 page. See, it says oops, page not found. Well, these three things you have to make, and then the second one is GitHub page. Well, and I will be showing you guys how to share your code also. Muzammil left. Muzammil, where are you? Okay, Muzammil. Okay, Muzammil has left. Okay, so if anybody has any doubts, we are ending our session here by itself for the day. I expect you guys to start working on this. I won't be sharing all this code. Please type it in yourself. In case you have any doubt, contact me. And the basic structure of this code is available over here. So if you go to express.npm and then over here only, you see this is all the code you need to get started with Express. Chalo. So that ends our lecture here. Anybody has any doubt, please?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Lavanya?
No, sir.
Okay, chalo. Ma'am, can
सर
you
ये सबमिट कब करना है सर?
अगले लेक्चर में छोटा सा ही तो काम है, एक हेडर बनाना है, एक फुटर बनाना है जो आप सब यहाँ पर यूज करोगे, और वो अबाउट अस पेज और होम पेज के थोड़ा सा कुछ भी ब्लॉग डाल देना नकली वाले बनाकर. बाद में मैं आप लोगों को ये बता दूंगा कैसा करते हो, ठीक है? उसको रिपीट वगैरह सब कैसा करने का वो बता दूंगा, ठीक है? चलो लावण्या, यू हैव टू गिव द असाइनमेंट बाय टुमारो. ओके,
Which assignment, sir?
जस्ट नाउ आई गिव यू गाइस.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, what was the assignment that I gave you? Can you repeat?
Uh, to create home page, about page, and
404
GitHub
page. Good.
account.
Yeah, GitHub account also, and then 404 page also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Good job. Chalo. Bye. Have a nice day. That's the everything. Next lecture we will learning about views and all. So we want to create dynamic data. So we will have to learn views from Express. Well, that's it for the day. Chalo. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Excuse me,
थैंक यू
sir.
सर.
Yes, ma'am.
सर रेस्ट ऑफ द पीपल्स ने सबने कल का टास्क हो गया था क्या?
हाँ, मैं तो भूल ही गया. शिव, डिड यू रिसर्च अबाउट SAS एंड SCSS? मैम वो एक्टिविटी के लिए था, लेकिन हम लोग ने एक्टिविटी नहीं लिया ना संडे को, इसके लिए नहीं कर पाए हम लोग. फिर ऐसा था, वो कुछ
तो
टास्क
सर
नहीं था खास. जी
ओके
मैम.
ओके सर, तो सर मैं वहाँ पे नॉट टास्क गिवन लिख दूँ ना?
नहीं नहीं, आज से टास्क स्टार्ट हो गए। आज उन लोग को पेज बनाना है, कल इन लोग को ईजीएस के अंदर अपना पेज कन्वर्ट करना होगा, और फिर धीरे धीरे मैं बताते जाता हूँ उन लोग को। ठीक है, अब से जब भी हम प्रोजेक्ट बना स्टार्ट हो गया है, तो अभी जो ये लोग अपना पोर्टफोलियो का पेज बना स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं अभी, तो उसके साथ में उनको टास्क दिया जाएगा, मैं बताऊंगा कैसा करना है, और फिर उसी के साथ वो लोग को घर पे बैठ के वो काम भी करना है। ठीक है।
ठीक है सर।